So let's talk about the promise of Internet of Things in our tomorrow's smart city. So as you are well aware, all of you, we are living in a digital world with millions of bytes of data coming every day from millions of connected objects. So among all these objects, we have some kind of objects that are producing a lot of data that are the meters. If we are talking about numbers, in France alone, we have already 1 million water meters connected to infrastructures and producing daily data. 1 million, that may not seem a lot. That's one water meter out of 20. And just imagine that 3 years ago, it was one water meter out of 50. 5 years from now, it will be 1 out of 4 smart meters in the water industry. So we need people who handle that amount of data. We need people who are able to produce the infrastructure to make that happen and to help the city to meet the key challenges they have, whether it is saving the energy, whether it is managing better the water resource, or reducing the waste, or getting a better quality for our air. So that's what we are doing in M20 City. We are helping connected objects, to become within the city and to have new M2M, machine-to-machine solutions that will help the cities to meet their challenges. Of course, telecom infrastructures play a key role within the city in order to find solutions for those challenges. And there is not one telecom solution. There are many kind of infrastructures who help for that. You have, of course, fixed broadband, which is quite useful in order to handle a lot of data instantaneously. But you have, with fixed broadband, the high connection cost that comes within. You have a lot of mobile broadband solutions, which are very fine in order to, for example, track fleet and to have fleet management and mobile objects within the cities. But these mobile devices, need power. So there is a third category of solutions, which is the low power radio networks. They help to have objects connected to a network, sending information, and with a low need of energy. And they will, for example, produce data for a long lifespan. When we're talking about a water meter, it will be connected to our infrastructures, and it will produce data for more than 10 years without need of power, but the battery that is inside the water meter. And this kind of solution is available everywhere in the city, whether it is outdoor, indoor, or underground. That's what we are doing in M20 City. We connect the client to the utilities. So we will build a local, at the city level, telecom infrastructures dedicated to this kind of objects. We will have repeaters and a local gateway that will connect the meters, and we have a data center. We collect all these data, and we send it back to the utility. Thanks to that, we have a lot of cities that are connected, and all of these objects which are connected for a long time in the cities. This is, our mission as a telco operator for the smart city, for the utility, and then for the smart city. As far from now, we have in France more than 1,000 cities where we have deployed our telco infrastructures dedicated to objects, and we have more than 1 million smart meters and other kind of sensors that are connected to these infrastructures. We operate all those infrastructures, and we collect every day 18 million of records coming from all those objects connected to our telecom infrastructures. This is what we do for the city. So let's have some use cases on what are the machine-to-machine solutions that are existing today and that we can do for the city, and that we are doing for the cities in France. So first thing is provide the solutions for the utilities, whether they are water, gas, or eventually electricity, who can have their meters connected by our service. And moreover, we help the end consumer to be connected to his meter and in order to have a better management of those utilities. So how does it work? We help the utility to get to buy a smart meter, for example, in the water, and we will sell to the utility this telecom service to connect the water meter and send the data to the water utility. This has to be cheap. Our service costs less than €1 per month and per object, because a smart meter cannot hold a very high connection cost. And the water utility will use all this data that we provide in order to make a better customer service and in order to have a better client relationship. What they are doing? They are doing, for example, innovative billing with this data. That is to say that they will, for example, bill water based on everyday consumptions, and people consuming less than such amount will be billed less than the big consumer. In order to do that kind of things, of course, you need to have a billing which is coming more often than once a year. They have everyday billing information, everyday information to bill the customers. The utilities, with the information that we provide to them, can have a better network management. They are well aware of the amount of water which is distributed everywhere, every day, every meter by meter. So they can have a better management of the resource and a better operational management of their water network. And of course, the key things, and I would say the key, if not revolution, the key evolution in this coming with the smart meter will be in the customer service. Customer can really manage the utility. They can be informed, for example, through a smartphone on their everyday consumptions. And moreover, they can be informed on if there is a leak within their house because the meters has detected that there is a permanent consumption of water. This is the kind of service which is possible, well, in a smart city. But that's not the only one. As I said, we have possibilities to have underground telecommunication. So the utility can have on the pipes, on the very pipes that they have underground, they can have connected equipment that will help them to have a better management of this pipe network. And for that, they can modernize their water service. For example, so they will have a wide range of solution equipment that you put inside the pipe and that will help you track the quality, the quantity, the kind of fluids that are going into the pipes. And with this information, they will, for example, have a better yield management. Make sure that you have the right amount of water flowing in the pipes, and make sure that there is no leaks within the pipe networks. For example, they can also have a better maintenance located any problem in the pipes, and having their maintenance operational team, field team, coming right in the right place at the right moment in order to operate or repair all the pipes. That's happening today with the solutions, and we have this example in a city in France, which is Beaune, near Lyon, where the utility has put a lot of equipment, such as leak detectors, of course, smart meters, and other kind of equipment all over the water network. And within 2 years, they reach a much better efficiency in their network management. They gain 10 points. That's meaning in the yield management, in the yield efficiency. That is that they save more than 300,000 cubic meters of water. Well, thanks to this connected object, they achieve a better management of their water network. That's the kind of things that connected things make happen. Okay, there is another example which is even more important because that's concerning everybody in the city, and that's about the building consumptions. You have a lot of, and we need a lot of solutions in order to reduce the consumption of energy, of water, to better manage temperature within the buildings. So for that, you can take benefit of connected objects. And you will need, of course, coming with that, some kind of software who will help to manage all the data coming from this object connected, and that will help the building manager to have a better management of energy and other utilities within the buildings. So we are working with a network of partners that are software provider and that use the data coming from these connected objects within their software to help the clients, the building manager. This is the kind of solution that we have. We will help people to buy connected objects. We provide the connection of this object for the telco in the city, because we have this infrastructure, telecom infrastructure that's working, including within the city, within the building, and the building manager has a whole range of solutions to reduce the consumptions. We have the example of a city in France, which is Metz, 200 kilometers from Paris. The municipality has put a lot of connected equipment within their buildings, and they had also a large program to renovate the more energy consumers buildings, and they save a lot of energy in those buildings. Last but not least, other solutions that are solutions for the city itself. We can help to monitor the air, the noise, the car traffic within the city, and the waste, for example. That's how our telecom infrastructures help to make this smart city happen, and how we connect the city to the Internet of Things. So how does it work? Well, same thing. Within the city, within the neighbors, within the streets, on the street lights, for example, we will propose some connected smart equipment that will help to monitor the city and monitor all these solutions and the utilities of the city. We will develop also softwares with some partners that help to make, intelligence from all this data coming from these objects. And we'll even have some apps that we'll develop to help the people, whether they are our clients, whether they are the municipal services, managing the street light, managing the waste, for example, or whether they are the inhabitants who want also more and more in the smart city to have a hold on this information coming from those sensors. two examples. Well, we developed with partners a solution in order to monitor within the city the quality, the air pollution, and also to monitor the noise level. And we will send an alert, for example, to the police if there is a lot of noise in the street at certain hours. We will also have waste monitoring of all these recycling containers, and when they are full or where they are almost full, we will send an alert to the truck that will come and pick up and to collect all the waste. And through that, they will optimize the collection cost for the waste. All those solutions, we are currently working with a lot of partners in order to develop what we call M2M solutions. That's a solution for our customers, solution that includes software, that includes smart equipment, smart sensors, and that makes the smart city happen. That's what a machine-to-machine telco can do for the smart city, developing solutions that help the city to become more sustainable and to become, well, smarter in the way it is managed and in the way all the resources are sustainably managed.
Thank you, Pierre-Yves.
Thank you.